Hey friends, welcome. Today's practice is as empowering as it is uplifting and energizing. We have a backbend challenge coming up, and as always, I'm going to offer stages and modifications that you can work with along the way. For today, you need a block, a few blankets, and a chair. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to fold a blanket into a small shape here. And I also, as you can see, have a blanket on the mat. For softness, we're going to sit in hero's pose or virasana. So the folded blanket is there to support the hips. If you find that your knees and ankles don't like this, don't stay. Come right out and just sit in a simple cross-leg position, which is easier on the knees and hips for most. If you are able to sit in hero's pose or in virasana, go ahead and set that up. It's also not a bad idea to add a block or a few more blankets under the hips to make the pose a little bit easier. That way you can stay just a little bit longer. You can see I'm using a block to add a little bit of height here. It makes the pose much more bearable. Once you've set up, sit and face directly in front of you, cross the fingers in front of you, and then reach the arms forward. Lengthen, and then lift all the way up towards the ceiling. Then we're going to do a simple twist right here. Turning to the right, lifting the side body, breathe. Come back to center, and then go on to the other side. As you turn, keep the arms long. Then bring the hands forward and release them down. Take a moment, take a breath. And then once more, we're going to cross the fingers, but this time the opposite pinkies on the bottom. Reach the arms in front of you. Inhale and lift all the way up. Use the arms to really lift the sides of your chest. Exhale to turn. Keep elongating, keep breathing. Come back to center. And exhale, twist to the opposite side. And then bring the hands all the way forward and then down. We're going to just take the right hand to the left knee. Continue twisting here. Simple twist. Release your groins, release your thighs down. And opposite side. Just rotating, awakening the spine with these twists. Lifting the chest as we breathe. To come out, just lean forward. Get rid of the blankets. And then we're going into a child pose. So bring the big toes together. Your knees are apart. Reach the arms forward and rest your head. Take a few breaths. And then come all the way up. Now we're going to take a blanket and fold it as I'm showing you into sort of a square shape. And then from there, as you can see, I'm going to tri-fold it. So it's just thirds folded. And then I'm going to also have my block nearby. We're going to do a supported variation of bridge pose, Setu Bandha, Sarvangasana. We're going to lie down, shoulders go on top of that folded blanket, as you can see, and the head is on the floor. With my legs bent, I'm going to take the block and it's going to go down flat directly underneath the hips, the buttocks. From there, roll the shoulders under, keep your legs bent, and just breathe here. Notice the lift of your chest. See if you can soften across your abdomen. Relax your throat. We'll take the block out, and now we're going to go one level up. So it's on that medium height. It's going across the sacrum. It's wide, so it supports your whole sacrum. your lower back. And again, focus on lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders under. We're bringing it back out. Now it's going to go on its highest level and its narrow side. So we have to lift up really high. The heels have to lift for most. And I'm placing it directly underneath the tailbone. This is important. And make sure that it's fairly symmetrical. You want to roll your shoulders under, lift the sides of your waist, and squeeze your outer hips in. Really squeeze the glutes. And then that way your lower back is really strengthening and it's not just dropping onto the block. You can straighten one leg and just see how that feels. And then try straightening the other leg, reaching through the heel, really keeping that leg firm. And if that feels well, you may try to straighten both of your legs. Keep your block straight up and down. You can cross the fingers beyond the block, reach through your heels, and then reach the arms towards the feet with the palms up. You can also stay in this pose with your legs bent, or of course, if it's too high and too difficult, go down to the level below or all the way to the flat block. To come out, remove the block and gently bring your hips down. Remove the blankets so that you're lying down on a flat surface with your legs bent. Drop your knees against each other to soften and relax your inner thighs, your groins, and your lower back. Then hold the sides of your mat, keeping your legs bent. Excuse my little buddy here. Roll the shoulders under. We're going to bridge up without the block. Walk your feet in towards you. You can lift your heels to get more height. You can see I'm trying to really lift the back of my thighs, the buttocks, the tailbone, the sides of the waist, and rolling the shoulders under so that I can come to the tops of the shoulders. Keep lifting the chest, and with your hands lengthen the mat. And then come all the way down and take a nice breath. Let your lower back rest, soften, and release. Just breathe a few moments here. To come out, we turn to the side and bring ourselves all the way up. Now we're ready for our peak pose, which is Purvottanasana. It's an upward plank and a back bend. Move the back ribs in with your legs bent and lift your hips up. Lift the sides of your waist and then release and come all the way back down. If taking the head back in that position hurts the neck, as you can see, you can keep the head up. Work on lifting the waist and then come back down. And then once more, really activate the middle back in. Slide your hands back behind you. Let's go up with straight legs if that's possible for you. To do that, you got to press through your heels. Really lift your hips, lift the back of your thighs, lift the chest, breathe, and then come down with straight legs. Take a moment, take a breath, and draw the back ribs in. It's a challenging pose for sure, but let's give it one more go. When you're ready, press the heels, lift the back of your thighs, lift the tailbone, lift the back ribs, and let the back of your shoulders go down towards your wrist. And then come all the way back up and sit up straight. Notice how much the chest lifts, how the breath flows, and how invigorating this is. Cross your legs here. And to release any tension that may have come to the back, take your navel back, sit upright, lift through the crown of your head. Taking a simple twist once more, right hand to the left knee, keeping the sides of the waist long so I'm uplifted, turning, broadening across the chest, and then back to center. pause before you turn to the other side. Roll the shoulders back, soften the shoulders back away from your ears so your neck is long. Keep breathing, keep moving, and come back to center. Let's change the cross of the legs to get even. Once more. Right hand to the left knee, pressing into the knee, trying to keep both arms straight so that the side body's up, collarbones wide, and if you like, you can look over your back shoulders so you feel that twist all the way up into the neck. Back to center, and off to the other side. As you turn, relax your shoulders, and back to center. Now I'm going to get a chair, and really any chair will do because we're just using it to soften the back. So you'll sit facing the chair in that same cross-leg position. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of blankets on top of the chair just to create a softer surface. You can do the same. You may need to get a little closer or further away from the chair because we're going to come forward, take the forearms on the chair, and rest the head on the forearms. So this softens the back. It's a nice counter pose to the back bending. And it also helps to calm and quiet the mind so that we feel balanced. Focus on softening the back ribs all the way down into the lumbar, lower back. Relax your inner thighs and groins. And just breathe here. Feel the breath touching the back. We're going to change the cross of the legs once more to be very even. Adjust the hips and then come forward. Drop the head either onto your arms or onto the chair seat itself. Try and relax and let go here. Usually the eyes just naturally want to close and the attention flows inward, feeling into the back, into the abdomen, calming, quieting the nervous system, and resting. If it feels good, stay as long as you like here. Simply sit back up when you're ready. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you did, and reach out to me in the comments below. Share your practice and experience with me. Namaste.